Are you feeling good right now? I hope you are. By the way, I am Michael Angelo Falcasantos and I will be your teacher for today. Are you ready? Great! Let's start! At the end of our discussion, you are expected to 1. Identify the different classes of rocks. Number 2. Describe how different types of rocks form. And number 3. Infer condition or situation that leads to the formation of the different types of rocks. But before we go to our new lesson, let's recall our lesson where we discussed about rock weathering. So what is rock weathering? That's right! Rock weathering is the breaking down or dissolving of rocks and minerals on Earth's surface. So what are the different types of rock weathering? That's right! So here with me is the different types of rock weathering. The physical weathering, chemical weathering, and biological weathering. So, physical weathering, also known as mechanical weathering or disintegration, is the process that causes the rock to disintegrate without chemical change. Also, chemical weathering changes rock composition often transforming them into different chemical reactions when water interacts with minerals, while biological weathering is the weakening and subsequent breakdown by plants, animals, and microbes in the rocks. Now, you have already learned about rock weathering. Today, we will expand and learn more about rocks. Here with me is pictures of rocks and how they were formed. So the first picture, what can you see? That's right, a rock in a volcano. So this rock formed when magma in the volcano hardened and become this rock. In the second picture, what can you see? That's right, a rock and an ocean. So this rock formed when rocks eroded to the ocean and formed this rock. In the third picture, what can you see? That's right, a rock and a mountain or land. So, you have already learned that there are 3 types of rocks. So, if there are 3 types of rocks, what would you like to find out? In this lesson, we will know the different classes of rocks, how the different types of rocks form, and what condition or situation that leads to the formation of the different types of rocks. Okay, now you have already learned that some of rocks melted and hardened, some of rocks eroded to the sea, and some of rocks become mountains. Now, we will try to find out what are the different types of rocks and what are the conditions or situations that leads to the formation of these different types of rocks. We will going to find out the type of rocks through a video presentation and answer these following guide questions. What are the different classes of rocks? How does each type of rocks form? And what condition or situation that leads to the formation of these different type of rocks? Now, let's watch the video.
Rocks are everywhere. They are large and small, heavy or light, porous or dense. But rocks in some shape or form can be found all over the planet. Different types of rocks are formed in different ways. There are 3 main types of rock: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Igneous is a word that means fiery. Igneous rock is formed when magma or lava cools. Sometimes magma cools slowly underneath the Earth's surface. This forms intrusive igneous rock, like granite. Other times, lava cools when it comes to the surface in a volcanic eruption. This forms extrusive igneous rock. The next type of rock is sedimentary rock. Sediment is small particles of sand, mud, and organic material that settle to the bottom of water or land areas, often lakes or oceans. Sedimentary rocks are formed when sediment accumulates over time in deposits that form layers. These layers become squeezed and compressed over time until they consolidate into a rock. Sedimentary rocks are the types of rocks in which fossils may be found, since the process of forming sedimentary rocks can preserve plant and animal remains that are deposited into the sediment layers. Third type of rock is metamorphic rock. The word metamorph means to change form, and metamorphic rock is rock that has been changed by extreme heat and pressure. Sedimentary rock, igneous rock, or even other metamorphic rocks can be changed by heat and pressure into new kinds of rock. Metamorphic rocks can be formed by being deep under the earth where pressure and temperatures are high, or when rock near the surface is heated up by the movement of tectonic plates or magma.
Now, you have already learned about the different type of rocks through that video presentation that I have shown to you. But for me to know that you've learned and understand the video presentation, I will ask you some questions. So, in the video presentation, what are the different type of rocks? That's right. The different type of rocks are the igneous rock, sedimentary rock, and the metamorphic rock. So, what is an igneous rock and how it is formed? That's right. An igneous rock is a type of rock and formed when magma or lava cools and hardens and become this rock. What is a sedimentary rock and how it is formed? That's right. A sedimentary rock is also a type of rock and it's formed when there is a compaction of tiny pieces of rock beneath the seafloor. So, what is a metamorphic rock and how it is formed? That's right. A metamorphic rock is also a type of rock and it is formed when there is a heat and pressure that any type of rocks will be formed into a metamorphic rock. So what are the conditions or situations that leads to the formation of these three different types of rocks? That's right. First, in igneous rock, the condition or situation that leads to the formation of this type of rock is the volcanic eruption. Second, in sedimentary rock is the erosion. And third, in the metamorphic rock is the heat and pressure. Now, you have already learned the different types of rocks and the condition or situation that leads to the formation of these different types of rocks. At this point, we will expand our understanding about the type of rocks through a situation.
Diane was a sea diver. She explored the nature below the ocean, and as she dives to one of the famous oceans, she saw the beautiful with different colors of living creatures, until she reached the seafloor and spotted a beautiful formation of rocks. She also takes pictures of it as a remembrance. What type of rock does she found beneath the ocean? That's right. The type of rock she found beneath the ocean is a type of sedimentary rock. Second situation. Joey was a mountain climber and he has a top mission where he will climb a rocky mountain here in the Philippines. As he climbed the mountain, he felt tired and thirsty. He sat for a while to drink water and luckily found a very hard rocks near him. What do you think the type of rocks he found? Very good! The type of rocks he found in the mountain is a type of metamorphic rock. Now we will have a situation. Tom is a researcher. He was finding rocks through different places. Every rock he finds will add to his research and collection of rocks. One day, as Tom researched below the volcano, he finds rocks, and not just a simple rocks, but it is the last type of rocks that he doesn't have.
What do you think the type of rock he found below the volcano? Very good! Now, Tom collected all the type of rocks. So what do you think the different type of rocks he have? That's right! The different type of rocks he have is the igneous rock, sedimentary rock, and the metamorphic rock. That's all, students. I hope you learn and understand our lesson for this day.